RealB.com here, and I have mixtape DJ Locnez on the line with me today. How are you?
I'm blessed. What about yourself, girl?
The same. I'm definitely honored to be doing an interview with you. We recently did an issue or an interview with you via print for the Bread Magazine spread. And I wanted to follow up with you since then at the time you were releasing the Don't Mess with Texas mixtape. What have you been up to since then?
Oh, man. Where do you want me to start? Seriously. I mean, it's just been a storm of opportunities. So, I mean, like I said, where do you want me to start?
What about the mixtape? I heard that you did a few mixtapes after Don't Mess with Texas, which did well, but you have a few that are doing, like, crazy numbers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, after I did Don't Mess with Texas, Volume 1, we were in a transition. We were almost done with Volume 3 of We Are Ohio State Focused. So we went ahead and tidied that up real quick and went ahead and finished that up. And shouts out to Mama Locnez. She gave me she blessed me with the idea for the cover. My mom did, and I'm real proud of it. It's up for the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards this year for mixtape of the year, and it's already over 37,000 views and over 9,000 downloads, and I mean it's just been a blessing to go ahead and release that. And after I did that, I was like, okay, well, back to the drawing board. And we already had half of Volume 4 done because the the outcome of Volume 3 was so incredible. So we went ahead and said, okay, well, should we go ahead and finish this? Because it's not just me. I work as a team. I work with Alicia Lang. I work with Philly Phil Entertainment. I work with Lux Cash, and basically, we all try to get on that same level and communicate. And everybody said, go ahead and go for it. Release Volume 4 on them. I said, all right. Well, again. Big shout out to Mama Locnez for blessing me with the idea for the cover for Ohio Volume 4. And for those who haven't seen my covers, I mean they're beautiful. They're pieces of work, and you need to check it out on DatPiff. Look up LOCNEZ or check out www.facebook.com/DJ LOCNEZ, and you can check those out. But we released that, and speaking of numbers, we just released that like two weeks ago, and it's already over 31,000 views. So I mean, it's just like I said, it's just been it's a massive whirlwind of projects and opportunities and stuff like that, in and out of the hospital due to my medical issues and everything. And besides that, I got nominated for the first ever Midwest Hip Hop Awards, and it's going to be in Ohio. And I got nominated 3 different categories: Best Mixtape DJ of the Year, followed by Most Inspirational and Lifetime Achievement Award. So, I mean, it's just been it's just been crazy. And just about a week, I don't even say a week ago, I want to say a couple of days ago, you'll never believe that who I connected with. I was on Twitter, and I was just doing my, networking skills and everything, and I popped up with this dude named Tim the Toolman, and I was like, okay, so he's from Austin, so, I'm really big on, getting this Texas movement, jumping again, because it's continuing to do good, over 15,000 views on that piff, so I'm forever grateful. And I just connected with him and told him about the movement and everything, and he said, okay, well, I'm going to have my people call you. They didn't call me, and they said for me to call them, so I called them and got connected with Mr. Al Hudson, and he's part of Universal. So, I got platinum Universal distribution behind me now. So I'm looking for big things to happen in the near future.
It sounds like you have a good year coming. I've just been listening because you touched a little bit on everything that I'm wondering about, how you were dealing with avascular necrosis, is it? Did I say that right?
Say it one more time.
Avascular necrosis?
Yep.
Okay. Because I wanted to touch a little bit on that. In the print issue, we talked about what it was, and you gave a little bit of, your day-to-day take on how you deal with it. But how have you been doing? And it sounds like you're doing awesome to say that you have to deal with this on top of, you're making your way. It definitely doesn't sound like it's holding you back. But how are you overall? And can you give my readers a little bit more in-depth on this particular interview about avascular necrosis and what it's doing or what it's done to you?
Well, avascular necrosis, as we talked before in previous interviews, basically is the death of a bone, and I'm a victim of malpractice, and so I really like to definitely make people aware that malpractice is becoming a big problem in today's society. Not naming no names, but a doctor misdiagnosed me and gave me the wrong drug, and basically the drug was prednisone, which is a form of steroids, and no doctor is technically allowed to give their patients steroids for longer than 9 days because it's a temporary fix, not a permanent one. And I was on the medication for a year and a half, and I just kept on getting sick and sick and sick and sick, not knowing what was going on, and nobody was helping me out, of course, because I didn't have any insurance, just like half America out there. And basically I finally broke down and went to the ER, and they said, because at first they thought I had a blood clot in my lung and my legs, and then they, transported me down to a bigger hospital in a bigger city, and they looked at me and checked me out, and I've seen so many doctors, it wasn't even funny. And then this doctor came in with 4 ladies and asked me if I wanted the good news or bad news first, and I said, go ahead and hit me with the good news, and I'll deal with the bad news later. And he said, well, the good news is you don't have a blood clot in your lung and your leg. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm out of here. And he said, not so fast. And I said, wow, what's going on? And he said, well, you have a rare disease. And that's where he hit me with, I have AVN, which is avascular necrosis, and I wanted to know how I got it. And he told me how I got it. And, it was basically a situation that I touched on with me being diagnosed with the wrong medical problem, and got hit with what I got hit with, and been dealing with it ever since.
That certainly doesn't stop your music movement. Don't Mess with Texas Part 2 is actually one that I have. It has a few artists that I know here locally in San Antonio. There's some artists that you introduced me to in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, and there was a few other artists. I can't really remember all the locations. There were so many wonderful songs. On top of you having your industry-endorsed, songs. So I look at the movement that you created, and I definitely see a lot of just great positive things from it. I hope that a lot of people can look at your story and they can actually do something with it in a powerful and positive way. Even with all of that going on with the AVN and the diagnosis and you dealing with that daily, like you just said, you have a wonderful distribution deal over here. You have business deals that are going on daily here, artists that are contacting you over here, mixtapes that are dropping, awards, first time ever accolades. So the history is still in the making nonetheless, and I don't know what it's like personally to deal with it, but you are definitely somebody that is a story to be heard and a story to actually keep pursuing. Nothing, impossible is nothing, is something that one of my friends would always tell me, quoted from the Bible. So this is definitely something that is near and true to that particular instance.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I'm still amazed by it, myself. I mean, and AVN isn't the only technical medical problem I'm hit with. Just recently I had to go to the heart doctor, and I got scared because I thought I was having a serious heart attack, and my skin was turning blue, and the squad had to come to my house and pick me up and put some oxygen on me and made sure I was taken care of, and took me to the ER and did a whole bunch of tests again, and I had to go to the heart doctor after that, follow up and do a test there. They were going to put me through a heart catheterization, and they said it would do more damage than it would good. So they said they just wanted to do they did an EKG again, and they also did a ultrasound of my heart, and a couple weeks later I found out that my right side of my heart is larger than my left side. So everybody's telling me now I have the evidence that I do have a big heart. So but other than that, I mean, I was hit with it, and heart doctor said that he's not worried about it because my heart valves are pumping normally, but I'm always going to have to be concerned about my heart being bigger than my left side. So I don't know what caused that. I don't know how it did. I don't know what's going on. I'm also getting ready to face my second surgery on my right hip. I had a left hip replacement last year in May. Now this year in May I'm gonna have this second one done. See if that can't stop some of these other health problems, and hopefully I might be able to get to somewhat normal life. But I mean, it's all in God's hands. So I just take my life one day at a time and continue to do what I do, tell my story, and make sure everybody out there knows that male practice is out there. It definitely needs to be talked about and discussed and really seriously touched base on, because I mean, I'm a victim of it. So I don't want anybody out there to have to go through what I went through.
With being a victim of malpractice, it's something that is very serious, and Locnez is my business manager, so he essentially teaches me so many things with the industry and entertainment and the rights and the wrongs. But that's also something that he's been drilling and instilling in me, is to learn what's going on and to identify a problem in a situation by actually understanding what's going on. And like you said, a lot of us Americans are typically oblivious. If you don't have health insurance and you are going to the doctor is usually going to be the right of choice. You're going because you need help and all you want to do is feel better. So we just go by what they tell us, and the things that are just going on is very unfortunate. And I totally just don't even know what to say beyond words. I don't even know what the type of pain, or I can't feel your pain at all, but it's a story that I have to make sure that we press out, because you are like a hope for those who are maybe down and out, for those who have small, minor issues, even, I can't do this or I can't do that. I'm listening to you and I'm talking to you, and you're like greatness in air. Never met you, but even with you, I wanted to touch bases with the Disturbing the Peace. You're working, or you being a mixtape DJ for DTP. You're the official DJ on top of being in Ohio, so that you have a lot of firsts. So you've already made history, and even with the things that have essentially, I'll say, have held you back somewhat from being, maybe where you'd want to be in a faster pace, you've been doing a lot of phenomenal work. I see you on Twitter. I see you on Facebook. I even actually Googled you before the interview to see if there was any updates that I missed or anything like that. So I definitely can see it, and those people that support you, they see it too. The movement is real. So you are aspiring or inspiring to people, and those who are aspiring to be in the industry, they should definitely listen to your story and use it for whatever they can to motivate them to get somewhere.
Yeah, there's hope for people, and I mean, the media definitely doesn't do a good job at letting people know that there is. They focus on the negativity, and I'm telling you that you put God first and your family second, and watch your life completely do a 360. Because, I mean, if I learn anything from this experience, it's definitely that God is in control, and he always will be and always has been. So, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just amazing. I mean, and a lot of updates since Texas movement. Man, that was just, these award nominations. Universal trying to give back me up. What else can I update you on? Let's see. Getting ready to really seriously push the We Are Ohio State Focus movement as a tour. We're putting the pieces together for that, and the tour is going to be filmed, of course, and it's going to involve interviews. It's going to involve the sponsors getting interviewed. It's going to involve performances, background, music videos. I mean, it's going to be a whole entire nice little piece together, DVD for everybody to watch and enjoy. And I mean, there's a lot of what else can I update you on? Wow. Let's see. I'm working. Wrote a little. I don't know if you probably read it. I wrote a little piece in Bread Magazine called "From My State to Your State," and I did it with one of my artists up here in Dayton, Ohio, called Original, and that's everybody's loving that. especially up here in the Midwest. They love to see people connect with down south people and make that relationship. And I connected with another magazine called Going South magazine, and we talked about, me possibly doing a write-up as far as not reviewing music, but talking about life itself in general and how people's music relates to how they have either a positive or negative influence on their community. And it's supposed to be coming together, but we're discussing that right now. Me and the head editor, Cheryl. I think her last name's Metal, something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's as far as that goes. I mean, it's not just me that's doing stuff. The concentration is not on me. It's about my team. I mean, I always really seriously want to focus on my team. The beautiful Miss Alyssa Lane, she's getting ready to open up the doors for her own photography studio in her own hometown, Piqua, Ohio. And it's in a beautiful location, downtown Piqua, and she's getting ready to open up her own studio, and I'm very proud of her for her huge efforts in making moves for herself and the team as well, and being a successful business woman. She's nominated for Photographer of the Year for the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards, and she's also nominated for one or two categories in the Midwest Hip Hop Awards. So, and also her involvement in DJs United Conference in Indianapolis in April. So, I mean, other things I need to update you on is I was welcomed into the Nerve DJ family, and that was such a blessing. So shout out to the whole... What?
I said, wow, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That is amazing.
Well, I mean, shout out to the whole Nerve DJ family. DJ Johnny O, I'm praying for him every day. He's going through medical issues as well. And he's really seriously inspiring me by basically still chasing his dream, and he's in my thoughts and prayers daily. He's a wonderful man, so if you ever get a chance to meet him or interview him, I definitely recommend him as one of my top candidates. Also, I was welcomed into the Heat Spinners DJs out of Indianapolis, and other places as well. And what is so awesome is yesterday there was a survey released about top DJ coalitions, like the top 11, and the Nerve DJ family is number 3, and the Heat Spinner DJs is number 7. So I'm in both DJ coalitions. So I mean, if that don't tell you something. So I mean, the Nerve DJ family is over the core DJs, and the core DJs are number 4, and the Nerve DJs are number 3. I mean, no offense to the core DJs, because I love them, but I mean, it's just, I guess, obviously, with the survey, they just think that the Nerve DJs are putting in more work than the core DJs. But everybody has their own opinion, so I'm just basically telling facts that can be researched, and people can really seriously find out that what I do is what I say, and what I say is what I do. So I definitely and big ups to Philly Phil Entertainment. They part of my team as well. And her, Alyssa Lane, and Philly Phil Entertainment, along with Locnez Promotions, are all building a strong relationship. And we're, in April, we're getting ready to do a Stop the Violence tour concert thing, and it's going to be in Dayton, Ohio, and the legendary female MC Light's going to come down and speak to the youth and everybody and do a little show. So I'm very excited to be involved in a positive role as Stop the Violence movement. So I'm all for that. It don't matter if it's in Dayton, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois, or Houston, Dallas, or San Antonio, Texas. I mean, the facts are the facts that violence in our youth, and as well as domestic violence and crime, is definitely up, and we definitely got to make sure that we tell our people, and especially tell our kids, that we love them every single day. So, and I'm not a parent, but I love kids. So if you're a parent out there, definitely, please get involved with your kids' lives. You know, I mean, they need you now more than ever. So that was
where can we find
about
information about that? Because I'm very interested. I love MC Light. It's awesome that you're doing so much, and I'm just like so awed by that. Where can we find more information out specifically about that for those that want to participate or come out or whatever, give their support? How can we get more information in regards to that?
Well, if you would like to know the serious technicalities and possibly, you know, be a sponsor or get involved with the whole MC Light Stop the Violence movement, they can find information basically by either going to my Facebook.com/DJ LSCNEZ or my Twitter at The Real DJ Locnez, or they can contact Alicia Lane at ALISHALANGE, or they can definitely get a hold of my team members, Philly Phil Entertainment, and they can text them, get a hold of them right away at 937-825-2743. MC Light, April 12, 2013, 8 p.m., Thurgood Marshall High School in Dayton, Ohio. It's an all-age concert. Under 18 with an adult, it's all $10 at the door. There's going to be live performances by a lot of different hip-hop artists, including the young generation of the Wu-Tang Clan called the Wu Lords, and they're part of the Wu-Tang movement, and you can definitely check out DJ Spare Change. He's a wonderful DJ. He'll definitely have the crowd rocking throughout the whole entire day and evening, and there's going to be beatboxers there, and I mean, the whole thing is it's just to let everybody know that we care about them, and through hip hop we can definitely have a positive impact on today's society.
I am going to make sure that I plug that. And for those who don't realize, like you stated earlier, you are, quote unquote, I don't want to call you a blogger, but you do have access to the redmedia.tv website, and you do post, particularly to connect Ohio to where we are here in Texas, and we love it. I did actually get a chance to look at that post, and that's when I noticed we actually connected more than just, me watching or viewing you or, whatever the case is on that note. The last question that I actually do have for you before we wrap up is, Bread Magazine is big on being real every day and delivering, and you do so much. But what does it mean to you to be real every day and deliver?
And basically, it's just what it says. It's be real. And deliver, being real, it comes to me as my human nature. There's no fugazi in me. There's no fakeness in me. I am in a wheelchair. I have been for 2 years. I do have a walker that I walk with. You know what I'm saying? But through my faith and through Jesus, I was able to walk without no hips, and I was able to chase my dreams, and I'm still chasing my dreams, and I'm still putting my foot forward and still having a positive movement. So, I just have a couple of things to touch on real quick, if you don't mind, before we wrap up.
I don't at all.
Basically, everybody out there, please, please, please understand that there's people out there that's disabled, whether they be young, old, whatever. If you see somebody with a cane that's trying to open up the door, for real, open up the door for them. You don't know what's wrong with them, for real. If you see somebody that needs help in a grocery store with a wheelchair, help them out, for real, because, it's definitely needs to be addressed that when I was growing up, I was just a kid, and I didn't think that, at the age that I am, I didn't think I'd be in a wheelchair. But, situations happen, and I am, and I just appreciate, disability people with all my heart now, and definitely want to give back to them as much as I can. And please, 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 for real, the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards is coming. It's going to be May 18th at the Earth nightclub in Cleveland, Ohio, and your boy DJ Locnez is nominated for Mixtape of the Year for We Are Ohio, Stay Focused Volume 3, and shout out to all the people that was a part of that, Locnez, Bread Magazine, just Wes Water, Alicia Lang, Philly Phil Entertainment, the list goes on and on, 8th Yard Music, Cinco Entertainment. It's just, the list goes on and on. And basically, I need y'all to vote for me and my team member Alicia Lang. And how you can vote is call this number, dial it. It's called 216-273-6100. That number again is 216-273-6100. The voting starts tomorrow, March 24th. And you guys, it's all done by phone. And all you got to do is text A7 and put in DJ LOCNEZ and text A10 and put Alicia ALISHALANGE, and you can text numerous times. It's just really important that you guys please text and vote for DJ Locnez for We Are Ohio, Stay Focused Volume 3, Mixtape of the Year. Again, A7 and A10 for Alicia Lang. because basically without a team, I can't make stuff happen. And I believe in all the independent artists out there. I stand behind you guys 100%. And definitely, it's not just the rappers and artists, and it's models too, and videographers and photographers, and whatever you guys are doing out there, I'm here to support you. And all I'm asking for is you just to text this number, 216-273-6100, and text A7 to that number and type in DJ LOCNEZ and A10 for Alicia Lang. So I really need you all to do that so I can definitely take home the award and continue to chase the dream even with my disability and do more for disability people, disability soldiers that are fighting for our country, that's losing legs and arms and stuff like that. That is just incredible to see them still maintain hope and keep doing what they're doing. And another thing I need to say is please vote for me and Alicia Lang at the Midwest Hip Hop Awards. And you can basically vote for us at www.midwest513.com, COM. And you will definitely be able to vote for us, and your votes count. So I'm just thankful that the Lord blessed me with this opportunity to be with you guys tonight and Red Magazine and you as well, ma'am, and share my story with you guys and just let you know that there's definitely light at the end of the dark tunnel. So
I enjoy it. I'm sorry, I don't
love y'all.
You off at all. You're so inspiring just because you have such a big heart, and even that's just past your diagnosis, like you said earlier. You're like doing it for everybody, man. And I'm definitely going to vote because I have to make sure that you, even though I'm in Texas, I have to make sure that you walk home with that award because you deserve it. I'll make sure that I do everything in my power to put that out there as well with the things that we promote because you deserve it, man. And people deserve to have someone positive to look up to and to move forward with. So in this time of us trying to figure out how to do things and what to do, you're down and out, I don't know. For whatever it's worth, whoever's going through anything and they're listening to this particular interview, it's real to you. And DJ Locnez, it's real. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. Stop the madness and just get to it. All I can say is I definitely salute you, and I commend you for everything that you do because it seems I vote for this man so he can get his awards. Your team deserves it up and down. You guys do a lot of work, and I'm thankful that you did the interview with me as well. I'm honored. Actually, I'm very honored to say that someone who has such a big heart as you've been able to touch me in such a way that I can't say what I'll be doing or what's going to go on in this community, but it makes me want to do something else additional than what I was doing other than prior to talking to you. I appreciate everything you've done, but thank you so much.
Well, like I said, I thank the Lord for blessing me with this opportunity. He definitely deserves all the praise, and he definitely will get it from me as long as I'm still breathing. And thanks to Lux Cash out there, he really seriously connected me with a lot of people, and he definitely supports me and is behind me, and I'm just glad that, it makes me happy to know that, Texas is really recognizing that DJ Locnez is serious about helping the independent artists out there, and, and we didn't really touch on Texas too much, but definitely got a real serious lineup with heavy hitters on there. I'm just going to name a few from Soulja Boy to Too Short to Charlie Boy to Future. So, I mean, there's a lot of hot Texas music out there that's going to be dropped on Texas, Don't Mess with Texas Volume 2. And my goal is to knock that out before I go to surgery in May. So everybody out there listening to this, if you're serious about getting behind your music and you really seriously want Texas to be shown the light that it's supposed to in the right manner, in the right way, definitely get a hold of me, because my team, along with my team down in Texas, will definitely get you the right exposure that you deserve. Just keep in mind that there's only 8 spots left, and I run on a first service basis. And if you're serious about your music and your movement and your dream, man, y'all need to invest in yourselves. Stop asking me if I'm going to give y'all handouts, because I'm not. I mean, I'm just not. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to let y'all know that if you are serious and you do your research like you have, man, it's just, I mean, like you said, you can even back me on this one. I mean, it's a win-win situation when you work with me.
It is, and the numbers show. I don't have to say anything. All they have to do is Google DJ Locnez and click on everything that pops up. You are phenomenal, for those who don't know. The Don't Mess with Texas mixtape that I have, it has Katie the Enforcer. I just interviewed her, and also we interviewed Charlie Boy. So there's like a lot of artists that you had on that mixtape that I was aware of. Some, like I said, I didn't know of, and I encourage those to definitely, if they don't have any way of corresponding with you, Google is a number one choice, but if you have a Gmail, you can also plug it in as well, so they can directly send you the first come, first serve with, I hope you have a budget, because that's one thing. Self-investment is really important, so there are no free handouts in the real industry, quote unquote, and for those who are getting them, there's something probably tied to it. I don't know. I can't speak on it, because everything we do is self-funded. Red Magazine is all about self-everything, so I can't speak on handouts, but if you have a budget and you're willing to invest in yourself, please contact DJ Locnez and go ahead and give him your email.
The best way to get a hold of me instead of my email is Facebook. I can't add anybody as friends because, I mean, I'm maxed out 5,000. But, I mean, you can hit me up, let me know what's up. Facebook.com/DJLOCNEZ. And my email address is PainHurts1, which is PAINHURTS, the number 1 @gmail.com. Definitely also, before the end of the interview, I want to give a huge inspirational shout out to my big homeboy out there, really seriously getting the right job done, is my homeboy Young Maine. I see you out there. I stay behind you. A beautiful individual who I steady pray for every day, and I'm glad that Lux introduced me to him, and he continues to lift me up in spirits and keep me on my toes. So don't think I forgot you, Maine. I'm always thinking about you, buddy, and I love you, and I love everybody out there for even listening, or even if you're not listening, if you're hating, then, I mean, you're just giving me free promotion, so I thank you for that as well. So if you don't support Texas, I don't know what's wrong with you, because Texas needs to be up there because I was raised on Texas music, Paul Wall, Scarface, you know, the best of them. So I'm basically focusing on, ESG, definitely. And rest in peace, DJ Screw, Mike Jones, Paul Wall. So, I mean,
wow, Texas, legendary music.
Yeah. So, shout out to everybody that was part of South by Southwest. I love that whole entire music conference. It's definitely making Austin, Texas, giving Austin, Texas the recognition that it deserves, because there's a very, very, very hot, talented artist that's behind it. I mean, I just recently talked to a boy named Tim the Tool Man. I mean, his music is very inspirational, real. His whole entire camp is very lyrical. I mean, it's just awesome to be introduced to them. And I mean, my people East 35 out there in Austin are still doing it, and I'm proud of them. And I'm just proud of everybody that's been a part of the Don't Mess with Texas movement. I mean, everybody from the Go DJs, Campus King DJs, Red Magazine. I mean, you want to look at the sponsors, all you got to do is listen to the statement. It's another thing, you know, I don't call my projects mixtapes or CDs or soundtracks or movies and stuff like that. I call them statements because, I mean, that's what they are. It's a statement of every single independent artist that's on it, you know, saying this is who we are and this is what we do, and if you don't like it, then, you know, you don't have to listen. So, you know, I mean, and I love the fact that females got on Texas, you know, Volume 1. I mean, I'm so proud of females, because females don't get the attention that they deserve, because, I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, come on now, you have to follow in the footsteps of Nicki Minaj. Come on now, I mean, it's just Nicki Minaj is a whole different category, just different subject. I'm not going to touch base on my opinion about that lady, but I mean, I give her props for doing what she's doing. But I mean, there's definitely some very, very, very beautiful and very talented women out there that can flow or can sing or model or do what they love to do, but they don't get recognized because they're a woman. And I'm telling you, whatever you do, if you really seriously want to follow your dream out there and you're a lady, woman, you know, hook up with me and I'll definitely put you in the right position, put you with the right people, because there's too much domestic violence and too many disrespect on women, and I don't believe in that. So I'm strongly behind positive women trying to do positive things. So definitely shout out to KD, definitely beautiful and definitely doing her thing. And shout out to Miss Chevy Girl. Everybody was surprised.
She was the first song, I want to say, on the mixtape. When it came on, the beat was crazy and bananas.
She was
and
crazy
then, like,
hot. Yeah.
Her rap is so crazy. That was the first song. And you know what? It's playing in my head right now. As you were talking about her name, I was like, oh, wow, that was the song. You put on a female to come in, and that was a banger. So shout out to her as well. She did a great job.
Miss Chevy Girl, I know. And the fact of the matter is, everybody gave me hell for putting on her first. Everybody was like, she don't deserve to be number one. She don't deserve to be the first song. Blah, blah, blah. This is not your project. This is DJ Locnez' statement on the fact that Texas has women that can outflow men, if not hang with the best of them. I mean, that's just, I broke it down to you, and that's just the facts. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just the way it is. And I'm so proud of Miss Chevy Girl. I'm so proud of KD for all that she's doing. And, I mean, I'm so proud of all these women out there that are getting out there and saying, hey, I got a voice, and I'm going to use it. So, I mean, it's crazy. Definitely crazy. So, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm looking for females to definitely put on this volume 2. So, I mean, I got 8 spots left, and no females have stepped up to the plate yet. So, I'm waiting on y'all out there. This is a chance of a lifetime to be a part of a movement that's not just for your state, but it's a statement for your state, for the whole entire world to hear. So, I mean, definitely hook up with me. You know, I'm definitely going to get behind you and stay behind you. So, you can ask anybody. I definitely am a hard worker, and I believe in everybody's dream. So, just stay positive out there. God bless everybody, and thanks again for this opportunity to come on and retouch on my story and do what I do.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity here. I appreciate you for educating us on avascular necrosis. I also appreciate you for making us aware of your movement, the MC Light awareness conference you have coming up. Also making us aware of all your awards ceremonies that we need to definitely go vote for you starting tomorrow. And just everything, keeping us up to date, keeping us positive. Everything that you do is awesome, and I'm thankful. So thankful times 10. You're one of our very first interviews that I'm getting recorded and starting out with, and I'm honored to say that I'm doing it with you. So I can't wait for the follow-up, but this was definitely dope for me.
Well, Miss Lady Friend, you have any opportunity left to shine some light on some other people in your interview process, call me and we can definitely touch base on some major people, because I got some connections that you need to definitely interview in your chance to build up that resume and let people know that you're chasing your dream. And I definitely want to condemn you on a very, very good job at writing the questions out that you did in my write-up interview. Touched on a lot of good things, and because I get interviewed, I've been interviewed a lot by a lot of different variations of magazines, and I pay attention to the questions, and most of them are repetitious. You know, same thing. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing? Things of that nature. But when you showed up and you hit me with these questions that actually really seriously mattered, not saying that the other ones don't, it just threw me for a loop like, wow, this woman actually cares about the people that she's interviewing. So, like I said, I got plenty of people that will build your resume up the right way and really build you a strong, solid foundation of a resume. All you gotta do is call me. We'll set up the information, and I will definitely help you out as much as I can from the standpoint that
this
I'm at.
This is the same with me. I'm down with it, and I appreciate that, because I think of you guys as my quote-unquote industry friends. Lux says, you know, you don't really have any industry friends. You have your family. You have God and your family. So I use that in the sense of, like, when I'm working, you know, I'm talking to my industry friends. But if I were to befriend someone outside of an interview, I am pretty relatable. So I want to make sure I know who I'm talking to, so when we're having a conversation, it's supposed to go, you know, the way a conversation flows. I do a lot of research into artists and entertainers before I even get on the conference call with you guys, because it's important to me to know my facts. So I don't know what's going on. I can't give you the best that I can, but I also want to make you feel comfortable so you can tell me everything you can possibly tell me. Like, what I do is so important because I'm recording history with you right now as we speak. So
yeah,
I want to make
and a
sure
lot
that
of people
I
don't. A lot of
right.
people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that don't know that. Like, shout out to the whole Bread Magazine organization for you know, being not scared and putting me on the front cover. You know, and put me on the front cover, and in the condition that I am, being in a wheelchair, and just, you know, I mean, just making the world aware of AVN and people that are disabled, and it's still out there if you still want to chase your dream, no matter what. You know, just gotta have the heart, passion, and faith, and you'll be very successful. Like I said, put God first, your family second, and you will definitely go far. And like I said, definitely get a hold of me. I've got pretty much, I'm not going to toot my own horn or whatnot, because I'm a very humble individual. But I know the people in the Midwest that are definitely relevant, doing positive things, from models to photographers to videographers to artists to graphic designers to, I mean, a lot of people. And a lot of people have positive stories that I work with, from Alicia Lane to Philly Phil Entertainment to Big Hef, one of the founders of the Ohio Hip Hop Awards. I mean, my boy Andrew Lloyd, founder and partner in the Ohio Kings organization, and the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards. I mean, the list goes on and on, you know. Shout out to Rampage out there, Flip Mode Squad Never Dies. You know, I mean, shout out to the Nappy Roots. You know, I mean, like I said, girl, I can definitely build your resume up. And like Luck said, I'm definitely a grinder. So, like I said, please tell your people to vote for me in these upcoming awards, and hopefully I'll be able to take them home. If not, I'm still going to be very, very appreciative to the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards and the Midwest Hip Hop Awards for taking the time to acknowledge my dream and what I'm doing, what I'm passionate for. Because a piece of wood or a piece of metal, whatever it is, a trophy, is not going to, you know, it's not going to affect my movement. My movement is only going to get stronger. So, shout out to everybody out there. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out and caring about your people that you interview. And you can quote me on this: you're one of the best interview people that has ever interviewed me so far. So that's definitely highly noted, because there's been a lot of people that have interviewed me. No offense to everybody else, but, you know, it's time they need to step up their game, and you make them aware of it, because you go out of your way to ask questions that I feel like I'm on 2020 when I'm, or Barbara Waters, you know, talking to you. So, I mean, it's journalism in the making, like history, like you said. So, you know, keep your head up, keep doing positive things, and I love you, and you never know from time to time when it could be your number. So, I like this opportunity. Thanks again, Lush Cash and Bread Magazine, for always paying attention to the Locnez Monster and the movement that I got going on. So, I'm looking forward to building a stronger relationship with all of you. And you never know what the Locnez Monster has next. So.
Oh my gosh, Locnez, you are the greatest, man. Real D is feeling super great. I was just jaw dropped. I sat here and thank you just for the interview purposes. Thank you for
made you hot.
recognizing.
Made
Thank
it
you.
hot. That's all you got to do is make it hot.
I will definitely keep in touch with you. I will keep you. You actually, like I said, on my Twitter and Facebook and all those. So I will keep in touch with you.
Girl. That's all you got to do is make it hot and let everybody know that DJ Locnez is real. And just keep my story alive because I need people like you and we need each other, and let's help lift each other's spirits and do the best we can.
Well, just to plug myself in your interview, I am going to do a 10-blog feature this week on the website so I can get up to 100. And that, it's more so like a hip-hop thing, keeping it 100. But I've been with Brent for a year. This month makes a year for me, so that's why I want to make those 10 blogs come in. I can promise you that your blog will be one of those blogs to include everything we just talked about. We will get you voted up and promoted up, and we will keep blasting that blog until the day of the award show if you'd like to. But I'm going to put in a little extra work to make sure that I show that I really appreciate you, and thank you for all the wonderful things that you said about me. So thank you. And we will do work. So if there's not anything else, this is realb.com. Yep. I'm here with DJ Locnez, and this was an awesome interview. Thank you. Support the movement. Please go vote for DJ Locnez. If you need to find him, facebook.com/
DJ LOCNEZ. Period.
Go check him out.